What's up guys, it's Javi from Perception. I'm going to show you my new bass. So the bass that I'm using for Perception now is a MveeGuitars bass. So I got this in 2020. If you don't know who MveeGuitars is a guitar luthier from Tulare, California. I wanted to reach out to Mike to see if he could do a kind of a cool little trick with a jazz bass. See, I love Fender jazz basses. I love their shape, I love their feel, I love their weight, their necks. I love the comfortability of them. But I could never get a Fender jazz bass to sound, I don't know, punchy enough, metal, gritty enough. So I wanted to start, with the Fender jazz bass, but turn it into metal for me so I can play it with Perception. It all started with these EMG 35 Hertz pickups. These are passive humbucker pickups, but to get that punchiness out of them, I decided to go with an active preamp. Darkglass makes this really cool thing called a tone capsule, the 3-band EQ preamp. So I decided to go 18 volt active on this, but I hit it in the back of the cavity. So one thing I told Mike is that I don't really care for, messing with that stuff once I have it dialed in. I kind of want to just set it and forget it. We came up with the idea of hiding it in the back cavity, setting it, forgetting it, but still having it accessible if I ever need to go there and redial some stuff in. Going towards the front of the electronics, we have a 1 volume knob for both pickups, as well as this coil tap for them. So if I want to turn these passive humbuckers into single coils, all I do is pull that coil tap and it gets there. Then we have the active passive switch, which just basically disables the preamp in entirety. So in theory, I can just have these as passive single coil jazz pickups on a jazz bass. Going to the tailpiece, it's a Babakis full contact hardware. That's a straight through version as well. So it just gives the bass an extra resonance that I just love feeling. Going with the gold theme on the black, we did this cool thing with the Pickguard. So I'm not a fan of Pickguards in general. Some of them just look, too obnoxious for the bass, especially on a jet black look like this. MveeGuitars calls this the ghost Pickguard. And what it is they're gold rivets outlining where a Pickguard would go. And it kind of gave it this cool look, clean look to the bass on the front. Moving to the neck, it's an all maple neck, maple fingerboard with gold frets going across. So it's contrast heaven right here with the flat black on maple with gold and the black inlays. Finishing off at the headstock, we got the gold hip shot Ultralight Tuners. That was a choice of mine for going with the balance of the bass. I wanted it to be very comfortable, very light to play on stage. And then MveeGuitars even threw up his signature on there and a custom gold for me to just match the theme of the bass. This bass not only feels, looks cool, it also sounds killer. And you're hearing it right now on my Prodigy playthrough.